Hello everybody, MTG Magpie here, and welcome to something that's not MTG. I know, it's Hearthstone, okay? And I have 25 packs of the new, well, it's like 2 weeks old now, but oops, I was busy. But of the new Witchwood expansion to open, so I thought I'd open them on the channel and just have a chat through some of the cards and get really excited about maybe getting back into Hearthstone again. So yeah, we're going to open 25 packs, have a little chat, and yeah, let's just get on with it, shall we? I'm so excited. Ooh, okay, so we've already got a legendary. This is exciting. Oh, I need to add that for my free legendary, when I logged in, when I first loaded this expansion, I was given Shudderwalk. So that's pretty good if I want to hate myself and the deck and everything, but I'm quite excited to just get Shudderwalk to go off once, so that'll be good. Okie doke. Let's see what we've got here. Cursed Castaway. Nice, okay.
Oh, legendary!
Toki! Time Tinkerer. Okay, now, it's not the best legendary, but it's the kind, like, it's the kind of legendary I really enjoy playing, the really crazy ones, so I could see myself putting this in my mage deck, maybe, just to have some fun with. Yeah, Toki Time Tinker, looking good. I'm just hyped to get, you know, legendaries out of these packs, to be honest, because sometimes you don't always get them, and it's a bit sad. So there's our rare. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here. Black Cat, pretty happy to see that. I could definitely put that in a mage deck. Dustbat as well, I could run a Warlock deck. Potentially that took damage. I do like some of the cards like Vulgar Homunculus and that. And a 3/3 Rush. It's not awful. And our rare for this pack is Pickpocket. Again, I could maybe see myself putting this in a deck, some kind of Burgle Rogue. I used to love running the Burgle Rogue deck, so maybe this is a card for me. Alright. We have our rare over there. Lost Spirit, meh. 2 mana for a 1/1. And the uptick's okay, if you could guarantee it would go off. The Worm Guard. It's probably reasonable. I could see myself using this. Not sure about this. Not sure about this at all. And Hedge Clan Thug. Probably going to be really good in heroes that have weapon crosses. So yeah. Our rare here is Chief Inspector. Destroy all enemy secrets. I did run. What was it? Was it Eater of Secrets? It was Eater of Secrets, and I did run that when Secret Paladin was kicking around, and it does give you a good feeling when you hit someone else's secrets, like. So I could maybe see myself running that just for fun. Another Hunting Mastiff, another Fiendish Circle. Pretty glad to pick up a Warpath. I think that's going to be handy. Oh, I've got 2 Warpaths, so I'm done on Warpath. I'm good for Warpaths, thank you. No more of those. And our rare is the Witchwood Grizzly. Just a superb card all round, really. Potentially a 5 mana 3/12 Taunt. What is not to love? And I've played a couple of games so far, and I'm very low rank. Like, I'm like rank 23 in Wild and 19-ish in Standard. So I'm running into a lot of aggro, not much control at sort of my level. So this card is going to be beautiful against them, slamming it down on 5. Hopefully. I might not have that many cards in hand, because they've already played them and hit my face with them. Alright, there's our rare. Vex Crow, yes. Very happy to open a Vex Crow. I'm definitely going to make a Vex Crow deck. It reminds me a lot of sort of the Flamewaker deck you used to build with Mage, where you just used to spam a load of spells and blow up the board. Slightly slower in that it summons 2-cost minions. And I'm a little bit hesitant because I know it's going to be going really well, and then it's going to summon me a Doomslayer, and I'm just going to be like, that's grow. But really excited about this. Mage is probably my favourite class, so I'm pretty happy to be picking up all these really useful things for Mage. Ghostly Charger. I mean, I'm not going to turn down a Divine Shield Rush. I mean, it's just like deal 3 damage to something and you get a body on the board, so yeah, it could be worse. Could be worse. Bewitched Guardian, taunt, gain 1 health for each card in your hand. I think there is a big hand-sized druid archetype going around, isn't there? So I could maybe see myself putting this in there. I do have the Death Knight for that, so it's something I could maybe consider doing. Here, too bad. Okay, there's my red. Another Fiendish Circle, we've got all of them, we've got all the Lost Spirits. Deranged Doctor, restore 8 health to your hero, 8 for 8. It's a bit slow though, like you're probably... I mean the stat line isn't too bad, but the Death Rattle you'll never be able to count on. Oh, and one of these swappers. I think these are cool the way these swap, and the lifesteal isn't bad, but like, I can't see myself running this, but maybe I would. Our rare is the Coffin Crasher. Summon a Death Rattle minion from your hand as a Death Rattle. I did run, like, big Death Rattle Priest towards the end before rotation. I don't think it's still viable as a deck without sort of the refill that N'Zoth gave me, but I could maybe try and revive it, but I know that the meta's kind of gone to like spiteful summoner decks, which I don't have any spiteful summoners, so I won't be playing that anytime soon. Alright, we have a rare. Cauldron Elemental, your other one's a +2 attack. I did used to run a quite sort of janky Shaman Elemental Evolve sort of hybrid thing, so maybe this could find a home in there, although for 8 mana I'm probably doing other things, like Alacaring and things like that, but lifesteal on a 1 cost, I'm not sure about that. Again, another card for Big Hand Druid, like, maybe this is a thing, maybe I could get enough of these to make a deck.
Rare.
Our rare is another Pickpocket, so 2 of those now. So that is looking like baby build. Just a rare over there. Ooh, Zap. I was excited for Zap. Seems like a good card for Shaman. I don't mind the overload cost on this. You can normally manipulate your overload a little bit, so that's not bad. I don't care. No matter how much you force this kind of thing on me, the Lady in White is not going to be something I'm looking forward to playing, so no thank you. I think Marsh Drake's really cool. I would like to try and set up a deck that has these in. But I'm not sure what class would be good with dragon in, so maybe just sort of a general, just scratch the dragon out, just a general aggro deck. Because if you can kill this Drake Slayer, like, this is immense power. And you only need like a 1/1 or a weapon or a ping or, you know, something to get rid of that. So yeah, pretty excited about that. Zack and Witchwood Grizzly, excellent card. Was probably going to craft that if I didn't pick them up. So really happy to be seeing that in my pants. Alright, our first epic, rare, that's good. Second Vexcrow, pretty happy about that. Swamp Dragon Egg, not a big fan of these sort of 0 attack things you have to pop yourself. I mean, the upside probably isn't even worth it, even at 1 mana at a random dragon to your hand. You could get some good dragons, and I wouldn't be against maybe trying to make this a thing, because it's kind of cute. But I do think dragon decks are sort of they're not in their heyday right now. The tools are sort of there for half a dragon deck, but the full... I used to love Dragon Paladin, man. I used to have such a good Dragon Paladin deck, and I miss it. I don't know whether to maybe try something wild, like wild Dragon Paladin. This could maybe work. Give it some thought. Our ref for this pack is Carrion Drake. If a minion die this turn, gain poisonous. Huh. I don't think I knew this was a card. 5 mana, 3/7. It's not what my hunter deck would be concerned about, because I did sort of run a typical aggro hunter, although it did have some mid-rangey cards in there. I mean, I have a Golden King Crush, so it has to go in all of my hunter decks, which sort of is a great finisher. I'm not sure if my deck would care about this, but it could be good for getting through taunts and things like that. But then I like the versatility of just using things like Hunter's Mark and Unleash the Hounds, but I don't know, maybe I could find a home in a deck for this. Maybe. Our first epic of Witchwood is
Epic!
Totem Cruncher. Destroy your totems. Gain +2/+2 for each destroyed. I cannot see myself using this. Unless you were playing it after. There used to be cards that summoned basic totems, weren't there? Unless it was running on from that. But even then, I don't think it's enough stats. Unless you were taking out 2 totems. Not sure about this one. Not sure about that one. There's our rare. Okay. Warpath, Black Cat again. Witch's Apprentice. Interesting card. I'm not sure I'll be using it in a deck. I don't know though. I'm not sure what else I'd want to be doing on turn 1 as a shaman. So maybe I will put it in a deck. Just for fun. But random shaman spells, that could be all sorts of things. You could get something really good, or you could get a Totemic Might. So there's that. Divine Hymn. I'm not sure about this one either, because is it Binding Heal? Or the one that does 5 to a friendly minion, 5 to you, sort of thing, for a similar cost. Like, it's... maybe this is a thing. I'm really not sure about healing though. I'm really not sure. Like, I mean, there's Circle of Healing as well, which is 4 to all for nothing. So, except your face, but I don't know. Like, healing it just stops the bleeding for a bit. It doesn't deal with the fact that someone is stabbing you. But anyway, our rare here is Paragon of Light. When this minion has 3 or more attack, it has Taunt and Lifesteal. That is an interesting card that I could maybe build a paladin deck around. I did used to have like the Buffeted deck. So, and there's things like Sound the Bells, isn't there? Maybe that's the thing. I've yet to see those cards. That's the thing, isn't it? Okay, second legendary. Oof. Man.
Golden Common!
Oh, it's so cute! Look at it! Oh, you're adorable. That's really cute. Okay, that's really cute. Silver Sword. After your hero attacks, give your minions +1/+1. I'm really scared about these huge cost weapons. Just because there are still things like acidic swamp ooze in the game. And I know it's not that much of an issue, because when the legendary weapons came out, I thought the same thing, that would people just be, you know, countering them, but I still get scared about these huge cost weapons. I don't know, there's something about them that like, 8 mana, man. Oh, okay, legendary number 2.
Oh, legendary!
Archmage Oracle. Whenever you draw a minion, add a copy of it to your hand. I mean, this is my second mage legendary. I now have 2 mage legendaries. It's like the game is like, hey, I see the only class you ever managed to get to level 60 is mage, so here you go. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely be doing some shenanigans here. I'm not sure what legendaries you can still have, but you could build like a really crazy sort of... That and Pyros could be absolutely mental if you could get it going fast enough. I kind of like it though. I'm kind of liking this, like minion mage sort of thing. With a couple of spells thrown in. It's never going to be good, but it's going to be my kind of deck, I think. My kind of janky deck. Okay, got a rare over there. Thank you for all these Darkmire Moonkins. I'm so very grateful for a 7 mana 2/8. What a stat line, what a stat line. Rebuke, it's kind of cool to see the lower thumb effect returning, but I'm also kind of hesitant that you've really got to know what your opponent's up to get this to work properly. Whereas, at least with Lothab, you were like, I get a 5/5 with this, you know, effect. there was an additional thing. The timing has got to be spot on for this card, and I don't think that's something that appeals to me. But I'm not upset to see this effect returning. Although I am kind of upset that it's a Paladin exclusive. Like, I feel like more classes could have benefited from being able to disrupt this. But there we go. It's what it is. Our rare hit is Curse of Weakness. Give all enemy minions -2 attack until your next turn. That's an interesting card, but potentially useless. The echo effect's kind of cute, but can a warlock capitalize on that? I mean, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe it's a thing. Could be a thing. I could just be wrong. It could very much be a thing. Oh, double rare, yes. Alright, we've already got this, another one of these Swapperoo cards. I don't know how to feel about these Swapperoo cards. I could see myself having times when I just wanted to pay full mana to deal 6 or something. It's essentially a fireball, but it would have to be, you know, the timing of it when it's swapped around. I don't know if they're enough for me, but interesting. Interesting. Mistwraith, whenever you play an Echo card, gain +1/+1. I mean, this could be really good with all those pickpockets I've got and stuff like that going on. It could be a very slow, janky deck. And I will definitely give it a go. You can bet I'll give it a go and sort of hover around rank 17 forever. But, yeah, I could see that being a thing. I could see this being a thing. I could definitely play a bunch of Echo cards with your Mistwraith on board, then just slam down a Van Cleef because you just want to look flashy. Yeah, I can see that being a thing. Another Silver Sword, okay. Giant weapons for me, I suppose. I don't know what it is, guys. I'm just so scared of them. Like, so scared of them. Alright, I think this Vile Brood Skitterer is the only sort of new thing here. And 5 mana for a 1/3 rushing poisonous spider. Like, really? 5 mana? I'm not sure I'd want to pay that. I just can't see how this is... How? I can't see how. I can't see how that's a good deal. I just can't. I'm sorry, guys. I can't see it. I don't have the vision. If this is a good card, I don't have the vision to see it. Another Chief Inspector. I mean, if secrets go rampant, I will be happy to have 2 of those in my collection for sure. I'm just not sure how bad they're gonna be, but sure. Alright, Ghostlight Angler? A 2/2 Murloc with Echo? I mean, I did used to have the Murloc Shaman deck. It used to be a thing. I used to run the original thing with Neptulon and all of that in. And oh boy, was that a challenge. So, I don't know if there's enough Murloc, sort of... I think Everything is Awesome has rotated, hasn't it? So, it's not enough currently, but in the future, if Murlocs were to be a thing, I could see it being really handy to have an Echo Murloc that you could just keep playing over and over and over again. Because the Murlocs do struggle sometimes. Yeah. Is the card that still draws you Murloc still in? I don't know if it is. But anyway, there's potentially something going on here. I could definitely try and build a wild deck that fits this in, because I could see this working really well in the Murloc package, really. It's fine as a Murloc. You run an awful lot of Murlocs just because they have this Murloc tag. So the additional Echo is not bad. It's not bad. Could be worse. Our rare hit is Cursed Castaway. I'm really not comfortable paying 6 mana for a 5/3. I'm really not. Which is funny because it makes me think of the Mage card that used to have a similar stat line that got you a spell. I'm just really, really not comfortable, but you can... It's the health. It's the health combined with Rush that is just like, ugh. No. Not for me. Not for me. Alright, our rare is over there. Ooh, another epic, okay. Second Rebuke, second Ghostly Charger, Spell Shifter. It's that sums up the card, it's 2 mana for a 1/4, not terrible. Spell damage is not the most useful thing in most decks, but sometimes I'm grateful of spell damage. I'll tell you where I would like to get this from. I would like to get this off my Vex Crow. That would be handy, I think. A nice Vex Crow hit maybe for free. Yeah, I'll go with that. We have the Forest Guide. At the end of your turn, both players draw a card. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that I end my turn, my opponent draws a card and then another card, so technically that's like passing card advantage to them. I think that's why it's got this 6 here, but the one there as well is not, no, not about this card. Our epic here is Muck Hunter. It's another one of these sort of rush battlecry summon things for an opponent. It's meh. It's tricky. I could see decks where I ran that, but only because I didn't have the cards I actually needed to go in the deck. If that makes sense. But an epic's an epic, cannot complain. Not gonna lie, they're probably epics I would have liked more, but ooh, our first woodcutter's axe. I don't think Rush Warrior is a thing I'm interested in, but if it was, you should probably be running them, so I could do worse than pick this up. Our first right here is Blazing Invocation. Discover a Battlecry minion. I mean, there's an awful lot of these sort of 1 mana discover an X, so like Hallucination, discover 1 mana, like a card from your opponent's class. And things like that, and I do run them occasionally, just as they're more of a space filler for me. So I don't have an extensive collection of like all the cards, so occasionally I need to put in space fillers. So the biggest ones for me were always Death Rattle space fillers, because I didn't have the big Death Rattle cards, but what I did have were lots of cards that would discover those Death Rattle cards for me, or put them into my hand. So I could see myself, weirdly, and I know everyone's going to laugh at me, putting this in my Shudderwock Shaman, because I could be missing some Battlecry minions, and this could be a way to get me those Battlecry minions. I know you're all laughing at me, I know you are, but I could see myself doing that just as a way to try and get myself a good Battlecry minion. It could work. I'm quite pleased to see that, you know. I'm happy to see that. We have here the Fester Root Hulk. After a friendly minion attacks, gain 1 attack. That is an interesting card. I mean, 5 mana, 2/7. The body's quite big, and the attack could go wide if you had a warrior that was already interested in a wide board, because unless you've got that wide board, you're sort of not going to get there, are you? But I could see, I mean, Throffing Berserker was a card, man. I could see this going in a deck with one of them and it just going off. I could maybe try that. It would be suboptimal, but I'd give it a go. It doesn't look like an awful card. Oh, right, another epic. Nice. Alright, I think we've seen all of these before. I mean, a one attack anything with lifesteal is just like, and even taunt to that effect, because you just don't care when you're against something like that. You don't care, you just run your stuff in, it probably doesn't die, and it won't even heal for that much. Nah, not about that. Alright, another Bewitched Guardian? Maybe. Our epic here is Vivid Nightmare. Choose a friendly minion, summon a copy of it with 1 health remaining. That is an interesting card for Priest. I'm not sure I've got a deck I could put this in, but I guess the kind of big Priest that wants to get things with big effects on could maybe make use of this. It's an interesting epic. It's definitely an interesting epic. That's what I really like about epic class cards, is normally they are the cards that I build decks around, because I mean you have so few legendaries as like a casual player. Like you have a couple that you sort of obtain over time. It's the epics that you sort of pick up the like, maybe I could make a deck around that. So for sure. Oh, this side of the pack is real good. Alright, let's get these out of the way. Squashling. I don't believe we've talked about Squashling. A 2 mana for a 2/1 with Echo. Restores 2 health. Maybe if you're desperate, you can run this and it's not too bad. I mean, late game it's restoring a little bit of health, putting things on the board, but they're quite easy to clear off, and maybe you can do better things with your mana. But I could see myself filling a hole in my priest decks with this, because you know, yeah, there are worse cards that could take that spot. Sure. Blood Witch, 4 mana 3/6. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to hero. So we're obviously going for like a wound yourself warlock sort of thing. I'm not sure about this. I don't know. I feel like I'll have better things to run in this slot, but it's not like an awful card. Me and Raven a long time ago used to build really weird decks to play against each other, and one of the first decks we did was sort of like who can kill themselves the fastest. This would definitely fit in that deck. This would be a great card in that deck. Our golden rare is a Muckspark Eel. Again, even an odd mechanic is going to be a little bit difficult for me to pull off, because obviously I don't have either of the legendaries and I'm sort of hesitant about crafting them. They would be really cool, and I'm sort of thinking I'll get to play with them for a very long time now. So maybe I'll go ahead and craft them. But on the fence about this. On the fence if I'd want to play odd or evens, so... but, you know, golden card's always nice. The bubbles are pretty cool.
Golden Epic!
Oh, Golden Epic. Okie doke. Witch's Cauldron. After a friendly minion dies, add a random shaman spell to your hand. I mean, I do have, this is sort of historically, I do have really nice shaman golden epics. I don't know why. I've always had like the Golden Doom Hammer and what else did I used to have? I can't remember. Oh, the other, was it the Charged Hammer as well that shamans used to have, and things like that. I've always had really weird like golden cards. This is interesting though, like interesting. I don't know if I'll use it, but again, I feel like this is a card I would put in a deck because it's like a fun one. Like, on all classes you could be getting random shaman cards. Like, there could be some potential sort of wonky things going on there, and it could take a spot. It just depends. It just depends whether the meta would like slow down enough at sort of my rank to let me do things like that. I could see myself playing this, if nothing else, just to go, yo, I've got a golden one of of these. Like, check it out. Have you seen this animation before? Yeah. Really interesting. I mean, it does nothing, basically, but... Yeah, it does nothing, but yeah, I still kind of like it. I'm being trapped in here, where I'm like, maybe. Oh my god, oh, legendaries. Legendaries, man. This has been a good opening for me. This never happens. Alright, we talked about all of them. Don't worry about that. Phantom Militia, 3 mana for a 2/4 Echo Taunt. Again, it would be a good space filler in one of my decks. I could see me being happy. If I'm dying and I top deck this when I've got 9 mana and nothing else to play, I could see myself being happy going, you know what, 1, 2, 3, thank you very much. Build the wall. You know, is it going to be the card that makes sort of like top tier deck lists? No, probably not. Is it going to be the card that people like me down in rank 19 play when we don't have many cards in our collection at this stage? Yeah, probably. With the amount of aggro that's going on, I don't think you'll be upset to be playing this, whether you're playing it on turn 3, 6 or 9, you know? I don't think you're going to be that upset. Alright.
Oh, legendary!
Okay, Dollmaster Dorian. Whenever you draw a minion, summon a 1/1 copy of it. Now this goes really well with that Mage Legendary I've got. Absolutely fascinating. So I could be getting 2 copies of a minion into my hand and summoning a 1/1 copy of it. Oh, this is a deck. This deck is never gonna work, but oh, this is a deck. This is a deck, everybody. I've got a deck going on here right now. It's gonna be the most useless deck in the world, but let's do it. The cards are They're really speaking to me here. Ah! Hearthstone! What are you doing, Hearthstone? You've never been this nice to me. I recorded my old Gods opening and you gave me nothing. You gave me absolutely nothing. It's not just because I'm recording. This is something weird's going on here. Okay. Let's take a look at these. Rotten Apple Balm. I don't think we talked about it. I think it's a solid card. It's got sort of everything you want. Taunt with a death rattle that restores health is not bad. It is not bad at all. You could do a lot worse than play that, really. Witchwood Imp? Stealth? You give a friendly minion to health. I mean, I could leave this card. I could leave this card, frankly. I'm not. I could leave it. I could just leave it. Carrion Drake, well, second copy of that, not bad.
Oh, legendary.
Our legendary here is the Glass Knight, which is a Paladin legendary for 4 mana, 4/3, Divine Shield. Whenever you restore health, gain Divine Shield. It's an interesting tech card, I suppose. I can't think of a deck I'd immediately put this in, but say I wanted to run a Paladin that did a lot of restoring health. I could see this working. I could see this working with what is the Paladin weapon called that you always use? True Silver? I could see this working well with True Silver, you know. Your Glass Knight, you wait a turn, it's not mana efficient, but you True Silver, or you have your True Silver out. Yeah, I could see this working with the True Silver. Nice. Okay. Nice double rare pack here. Furious Satin. I don't think we talked about Furious Satin. 7 mana for a 5/9 taunt. It could be a space filler in a deck, I suppose, but other than that, Festroot Hulk. Okay, so I've now got 2 copies of that. That's interesting. And Curse of Weakness, 2 copies of that. Alright. Double rare packs all round, this is good. We've covered all of them. Okie doke, please stop now. Ooh, Witching Hour for Druid. 3 mana, summon a random friendly beast that died this game. Really hard to manipulate this, I think. I did used to run the Beast Druid very briefly, but that just used to run a lot of beasts, and the fact that this says random, just I don't think it'd make the cut. You'd have to do some real high level manipulation to get this card to hit what you wanted it to do. I don't think it's worth putting in a deck from me for that point of view. I probably don't have the beast it wants to be summoned at this stage. I probably don't have it, no. Oh, back to one. Can't complain too much. Cannot complain too much. Another Echo card for Rogue, so it's a little expensive. It's a little expensive when you could just backstab it, but it might just make it with all the sort of shenanigans I'm planning. It could make it. I'm so happy to see this card because I had the Stag Helm deck based on this, and I took it to the extreme. I put all of the Choose One cards in. So even though this isn't a very good Choose One card, I'm still going to put it in that deck, and I'm still going to play it in Wild, and it's going to be bonkers. So yeah. And our rare here is Wing Blast. Deal 4 damage to a minion. If a minion dies this turn, this costs 1. It's interesting. The mana manipulation thing is always interesting on a card, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I could find a home for this, but I'm not sure if my Hunter deck particularly cares about dealing damage to a minion. But if it did, it could do worse. Our final pack here. Oh, ending on an epic. What a way to go. Oh, Blink Fox, you're so cute. Is this like only Blink Fox? Oh, I'm gonna have to go and craft one. This is so cute. Like 3 mana, 3/3. Random card to hand. I mean, I'm all about the sort of random cards. I'm all about them. It's so much fun when you get one that you're just like, whoa, I can base the entire game around this card now. Incredible. So yeah, is that my first Blink Fox? Wow, I have to go craft that. Second Druid of the Scythe, not bad. Our epic kit is... It's a Gloom Stag! So again, the requirement and proviso of odd cost cards. It's a little bit tricky, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit tricky when you don't have the legendaries to sort of think about this concept. But maybe, or is that just dust? I think I'll hang on to it because if I did get the odd cost legendary, I'd be miffed if I'd dusted that. So we'll keep on it. But there we go, that's all our pack openings done. That was pretty good, actually. That might be the kindest a set has ever been to me in my life. That's incredible. So there are my 25 free packs of Witchwood. I purchased them all with gold, or I picked up maybe 4 or 5 from the promotional you know, the promotional packs they were giving out for completing quests, so I'm really happy with that. Normally before expansions I can only sort of get around 15 packs in gold, but this time I was really motivated to play, and the incentive of bonus packs was really nice, really fleshed out my collection quite well. So yeah, 2 thumbs up from Hearthstone. I'm going to take a look at my cards, see what I'm missing, build some decks. I don't think anyone on this channel is interested in gameplay, but I might put a few sort of funny games on the and now for something completely different sections. They won't be advertised, but I'll put them on Twitter if I do put them up. But yeah, MTG Magpie, thank you for joining me. I'm signing off, and yeah, we'll get back to MTG now, I guess. So, bye Hearthstone, see you later.